My plan for today is to do a repair. This poppy panel fell off the windowsill and broke into many pieces. I don't know if I can fix it or not. And my largest concern are the poppies because they've already been fired, I think just once prior to putting it all together, so it just may work. Just 2 new kiln shelves. So I'm going to zip spray these 2 kiln shelves and build right on one of them. Before I do even that though, I need to clean off this workspace. This is the last order I got from Tabitha's. Absolutely love, love, love these little tiny marini. And I picked up the flowers of the month, some extra sunflower cane, some sheep, a hen and her chicks. And then I went through all the mixed flower containers I have and I separated them out so that all the poppies are together, all the roses are together. Oh, cannot wait to play with those. But for now, they have to be put aside so I can work on this repair. I realized after I got the kiln shelf all zip sprayed and ready to build, first step is going to be like a jigsaw puzzle. Because I need a piece of Tecta for the back, for the new back, but I don't remember what size this piece was. So I need to do at least a rough assemble. So that I can figure out what size Tecta to cut. And just like with a puzzle, I'm going with the obvious pieces and the edges. It appears as though there are pieces missing. That looks like all I've got. There's a huge section missing here and a section missing here. Fortunately, I think I can camouflage those with more stringers and more frit. Oh, section missing here as well. But this gives me a better idea of the size of the piece. So 10. Looks like a 6 by 10, which will be the base. And then I will transfer all of these pieces onto that base. I think I'll cover that base with a thin coating of clear powder first. Then I will transfer all these pieces onto it. I will try to build these out with Tecta. Anywhere that there's glass missing. And then I will put stringers and frit over top of it to try to camouflage those areas that are missing glass. So next step, cut myself a 6 by 10 base. Okay, I have my 6 by 10 piece on my treated kiln shelf. I'm going to put a sprinkle of clear powder, which usually helps to glue everything together without a lot of air bubbles. But I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't really want to get it all over my shelf. So just very, very gently, I'm gonna put this on top, and then I'm going to reassemble the piece on top of this base. I'm going to go back with a hake brush after, and I'm going to brush off the shelf gently, 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 because I don't want this to make little spikes around the edge, and that's what it will do. And if I do it really gently, I won't brush off too much of the kiln wash. Well, it's actually not kiln wash. If I do it really carefully, I won't brush off too much of the boron nitrate. I want to do it with a mask on because you don't want to breathe that stuff in. So next up, reassemble carefully on top of this treated base. My hope is that's going to glue everything back together. I need to have a day where I really come in here and clear out the studio because it's such a mess. Okay. So this is the next. Oof. Reassemble this on top of the base. As I'm reassembling, I need to clean all these pieces because I know that it's been handled a lot. So to make sure that I've got any fingerprints and crud and whatnot off of it, I'll just clean it as I assemble it. Okay, I have two tiny little pieces left that I'm not quite sure where they go. And there are clearly some pieces missing. So I'm going to break up Tecta and use Tecta Frit to fill in these spaces. filled the empty spaces with Tecta. And so now I have to go back and try to fill in with the little bits of frit that will blend it in with the background. So the next step is I'm going to run stringers across the piece to make stems in a way that it will extend what's already there, cover cracks, and hopefully reinforce. So it'll be a lot heavier with the stems this time than it was the first time. Final step is a coating of clear powder over the entire thing, and then wipe off the tray, the kiln shelf, before popping it in the kiln. It'll have to wait a little bit. I have a project in there right now, and the kiln is still about 200 degrees, so this will have to wait a little bit, but it'll go in this afternoon, and I'll let you know how it turns out. There it is. I put a coating of clear powder, much thicker than I usually do, but I'm really trying to smooth out areas where there were cracks. Swept off the kiln shelf, and as soon as the project that's in the kiln right now is cool enough to take out, this one will go in. I'm going to put it in for a tack fuse. I probably have to grind the edges. I expect it might get a little bit spiky. Fingers crossed that it doesn't just shatter in the kiln. That's my biggest fear. So I will let you know how it turns out. Fingers crossed on this one. Well, it is the next morning. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, it didn't blow up. The sky, it's still obvious that it was broken. The area where the glass is missing is not too bad. Oh, hold on a second. Well, I think it's fairly obvious that it was repaired, but it is in one piece. And that's a good thing. If I went in with a little more frit and some glass line paints to add more leaves and stems up here, I could hide that a little bit better. And I would also, if I could refire it, smooth out this edge. But it would be risky because the poppies have been fired 4 times. You start up by making the poppies and then squashing the poppies, and then they were added to the original piece, and then it was refired. So it's been a full 4 times. Only one though has been a full fuse. The rest have been tack. If it were mine, yes, I would do it again. But I'm repairing a gift that I gave, so I'm just not sure if it's worth the risk.